president seems to?
You know, quite honestly, look, I'm not here to talk politics. I'm here to talk about patients. And the reality is that what we're seeing right now in our emergency rooms is dire. Last week when I went to work, we talked about the one or two patients amongst the dozens of others that might have been a coronavirus patient. This week in my shift yesterday, nearly every single patient that I took care of was coronavirus, and many of them extremely severe. Many were put on breathing tubes, many decompensated quite quickly. There is a very different air this week than there was last week. And quite honestly, you know, think about the fact that our first New York City case was on March 1st. That's just over 3 weeks ago. To think that we'll be in any place to lift these restrictionary measures by Easter and just, you know, in 2 or 3 weeks, for me, seems completely magical thinking. Yeah. You know, the supply chain is extremely tight. One thing I tell people is that when I worked in West Africa for Ebola, the one thing I never worried about was having enough PPE, the personal protective equipment. It's something that my colleagues all over New York City are worried about right now. Some people are given one N95 respirator mask. That's the thicker one that helps prevent the virus from being inhaled by a provider. Given one of those a week, and the CDC doesn't want you using those. Everyone is doing everything they can to conserve supplies, because we know we're just at the beginning of this. And after New York will be New Jersey, will be New Mexico. This is going to be a marathon. We are not even at the beginning of this.